Your power went out, but you're not worried. Your Generac home standby generator kicks on like clockwork and you're waiting for the lights to come on, but nothing happens. The generator's running, but the house is still dark. That means your automatic transfer switch failed to transfer power and you need to do it manually. But don't worry, I'll walk you through exactly how to do it safely, step by step. You hear your generator purring, but your house is still dark and you're thinking, what's going on? Well, you're not alone. Your automatic transfer switch, or ATS, isn't transferring power like it should. A certified technician needs to diagnose the root cause, but you need power now. So here's how to manually transfer it. Before we start, let's talk safety. If you've ever played the game Operation, you know what happens when you touch the wrong part. It's not good. We're dealing with serious voltage here, so let's go step by step, shut off the right things in the right order, and avoid any surprises. Your generator is already running, so our first stop is the main breaker. Grab your generator keys, and if you don't know where they are, check the kitchen junk drawer, because let's be honest, that's where they usually end up. Unlock the hood and look on the right-hand side above the control panel. Find the 2-pole mainline breaker inside of the generator. It should be on, but before we manually transfer, let's try a quick fix. Flip the breaker off and then back on. If your lights come on, then great. If not, we'll need to manually override the ATS, so let's keep going. Since the ATS isn't doing its job, we need to manually cut power before making the switch. Flip the generator's main breaker off and then press off on the controller. Let the generator come to a complete stop before moving on. Now we're heading to the transfer switch. Locate your automatic transfer switch. It's usually mounted near your main electrical panel. Remove the front door single locking screw, and trust me on this, screw it right back into the hole you took it from. If you set it down, it will pull a Houdini and disappear forever. Even though your utility power is already out, Murphy's Law says it'll come back the second you start messing with it. So as a precaution, turn the ATS's main breaker off. It's usually at the top right corner of the panel. Now we're ready to manually transfer power to the generator. Inside of the ATS, you'll see a slot labeled utility at the top and generator at the bottom. Nearby, you should find a yellow insulated manual transfer switch handle, but if it's not where it should be, check the bottom of the panel or even your owner's manual bag. Insert the metal end of the handle into the hole near the utility label and pull it downward towards generator. This is spring-loaded, so once you start moving it, the switch should snap into place. Remove the handle and store it. You're going to need it for later. Now, it's time to get your generator back on. Head back to the generator, press the green auto button, and watch the LCD screen. It should say utility loss and start counting down. Once the generator fires up, the automatic LED should flash in 1-second intervals. With the generator running, go back to the main breaker and flip it on. You should hear a slight pitch change in the engine, and that's the generator taking on the load. Head inside and check to see if your lights are back on, and if so, let's secure everything and finish up. Now that the house is powered, close the generator lid and lock it. Double check the ATS main breaker, and if it's still off, turn it on. This tells the generator when utility power is restored, so it doesn't keep running when it doesn't need to. Head back to the ATS and grab that locking screw and put the front cover back on. If you forget this step, dust and moisture can get inside of the panel, which isn't great for electrical components. Once everything is secure, you're back in business, but don't forget one last thing. This manual transfer shouldn't be necessary. Your ATS is supposed to handle this automatically. Make an appointment with a certified technician to diagnose the root issue. Otherwise, you could be in the same situation during the next power outage. Now, let's wrap this up. And there you have it, the not-so-automatic transfer process spelled out. Fellow technicians, if you see something I've missed, let me know. And if you have a question or an idea for a future topic, drop it in the comments. I'd love to start a conversation. Your input makes these videos even better. If this video helped, consider donating a subscribe. It's free and it'll make us both smile. And if you've made it this far, thank you. If it was worth a thumbs up to you, a thumbs up would make my day. As always, when in doubt, get it checked out. Stay curious, stay prepared, and we'll keep you powered no matter what. I'll see you in the next one.